On the tee from the United States of America, the Back Nine Bros. Starting in 3, 2, 1.
What's up, everybody? We are back. It's the Back Nine Bros podcast here today. It's Coop. It's Paul. It is Mr. Steiner talking about the Worldwide Technologies Championship and a little bit of talk about what we're going to be doing down the road next year. Boys, how we doing?
I'm doing great. Yeah, glad to see the schedule starting to kick up again. Got a good event this week. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
We've got a great field. The return of Blocky, Michael Block in the field.
The legend.
Really pumped to see that.
I mean, I guess we should say, do we think anything special for him this week? I mean, I personally don't. I hate to say it. A lot of respect for the guy. I think he's a great player, great guy. Just not sure where his game has been at the past few months. So I'm gonna go with not the best performance, and I don't think we'll be seeing him come the weekend.
I think the Blocky drama has kind of died down, and he's actually teamed up in a good amount of PGA Tour events this season. And I think he's going to play well. I think he's going to make the cut because I think he's kind of over all the attention coming his way because of his performance at the PGA. So I think we see Michael Block play some good golf. It's kind of bold for me to say he's going to make the cut because he, after all, he is a PGA teaching professional. He's not a PGA Tour player. So him playing really well might still miss the cut, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say he makes the cut on the number.
I hope he plays well. Obviously it was a spectacular story. Playing the weekend at the PGA, making that hole in one. Also on Sunday, playing with Rory. It was really something special. Drew, I agree. I think all the hype's kind of died down. He kind of stay away from the mainstream, all the media and everything, work on his game. And who honestly knows? And the fact that he's playing some events now, it's awesome to see. Is it sponsor exemptions? Is it just qualifying? What's
got to be sponsors exemptions, right?
I don't know. One of them, I know he won a PGA section event to get into one of the events that he's in this season. So this one might be that. I don't know exactly, but I assume a couple of them are sponsors. But I mean, he's still really, really good. He's just not a PGA Tour player. He's one of the best, if not the best, teaching professional in the country, playing wise. So I mean, 100%. That's my belief that the drama's gone and he can kind of focus on his game again. So we'll see what happens.
I completely agree.
I hope so. And obviously, along with this, Q school is going on too. I know both of you guys have been focusing on that a good amount. It's just cool to see the stories that come up from that as well. So, boys, let's get into it. You want to start by previewing Worldwide Technologies, or should we get into the potential point system we're talking about?
I want to hear your point system, Coop. I want you to tell our listeners what you have in mind.
Let's hear it.
All right. So obviously the cornerstone of our podcast is making picks every week, picking the DFL, picking the dark horse, lock top 10, and obviously the winner. I think to make it a little bit more interesting, keeping track, obviously, knowing me as the sole picker of a winner this past year, I think we should have a year-long competition doing these picks and kind of like a daily fantasy style. We can keep track. I don't know who's going to do that, but we do some sort of point system.
You're keeping track. It's your idea.
Keeping track of my idea, but do you really want me keeping track of the numbers?
Yeah, your idea. You do it.
You're our numbers guy, Coop.
Hey, you're our go-to numbers and data guy. So I mean,
it's true. That is true. All right, fine. I'll do it. More work for me. Yay. But yeah, what do you guys think about that? I was thinking, if we pick a DFL and they're close to it or on it, we get a certain number of points. We pick the winner, we get a bunch of points. If our DFL ends up making the cut,
we lose points.
We lose points. And then dark horse, we got to figure out where exactly how they'll finish could how they'll finish, and will determine the number of points. And obviously, lock top 10 will be a set number of points as well. We can figure out the actual numerical points later on. Yeah, what do you guys think of that? Obviously, we'll check with Bo and we'll check with Sully, and then if we ever have any guest hosts too, they can hop in as well.
I'll tell you one thing.
I
I'm
love that.
going to win the DFL section. I'll put a lock on
Yeah.
that.
Can we just can we take a limit on
No.
no? Okay. So how about, all right, no limit, but you can't choose one specific player.
No, not allowed. You can pick him as
Honestly,
many-
dude, that might be coming to an end. I mean, he might only have 3 events left for the calendar year to start. I mean, dude, he might be toast.
Is he in the field this week?
I don't think so. So it might be 2
I
or
might have
even
to
1.
I
All
might
right,
have to play
So
it.
we got a little preview.
So it might be fair game for everybody now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. I think so.
Oh, he is in the field. He is in the field.
Well, let's start this when all 5 of us are back on the show. And maybe start it up at the Century or start it up at a Sony.
Yeah.
And like prep a little bit more for this. Not as many tournaments going into the end of this calendar year. So, yeah, up to you guys, up for conversation. Our viewers, our listeners, chime in too if you want. I think it would be a great idea.
More on this golf course, though. I love that idea. It's definitely something that we're going to start next calendar year. But more on this golf course. Fun fact: it is the first ever tour event to be hosted on a Tiger Woods designed golf course. Tiger was actually there. Tiger was actually there earlier yesterday or 2 days ago, going out and visiting it, and it looks like a beautiful golf course. El Cardinal at Diamante. Could be pronouncing that wrong, but the interesting fun fact there. As well as Michael Block, we have a 17-year-old in the field, Billy Davis, who's committed to Auburn, along with his sister, Anna Davis, who won the 2002 Augusta National Women's Amateur. They are twins, I believe. And that's just a great golfing family. So interested to see how he plays. And we shall see what happens. I had a question, I think, before we get into our picks. Who do you guys think plays better, Michael Block or Billy Davis?
I'm gonna go with Blocky.
I'll take the kid.
Yeah, I'll take the kid too.
Okay. So that means you think the kid's making the cut.
Kid's making the cut, but he's making the cut by 2, and Blocky's making it on the number.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go both MC, but that's just me.
Okay.
But no, dude, I'm looking forward to seeing Michael Block play some golf again. I had a lot of fun watching him at the PGA. Who's he playing with? I actually didn't see that.
I think it was.
I think he has like one of the last tee times, right?
He's playing with Peter Quest and Trevor Warblow.
Okay. All right.
That's a good group right there. Peter Quest, a Monday qualifier god, and Trevor Warblow actually had a good season, good wraparound season.
There we go. All right. So maybe he's got some good vibes, a couple up and coming guys who are showing some signs of solid play. So, I mean, you never know, but those are my bets. But no, I think this new point system is going to be good for us. I think you guys are going to really enjoy it. I know we are for sure. It'll definitely keep us more engaged actively and make us, I think a little harder with these picks. We should do a prize at the end of the calendar year.
Do like most fantasy football leagues where the last place guy has to do some sort of punishment.
I like that.
Last place guy has to sing the national anthem before whatever the next podcast episode is after the total tally is made.
Wow. All right.
I mean, I do that already.
Yeah, I know. We might have to think of something else, but that's just what came on the top of my head. I have no idea why.
All right. So I you know what? I think we should let Saul make this decision. I think Saul the harshest punishment.
That's his department. That's definitely his
department. So we'll have to reconvene on that. But if you want to get into some picks, I mean,
it's a golf course. It's a golf course where I can't really say much because of ever been played there, so we don't really know what to expect. The pictures, it looks beautiful. I know that there's always some great nature and wildlife at these golf courses.
Yes, sir.
Especially last year, I know there were some types of monkeys. I remember, or 2 years ago, with the video of Tony Finau and a monkey literally walking out right next to him. So there's always some good animal sightings at the golf courses in Mexico. So
Yeah, a lot of animal encounters for sure. I think they had like bamboos or baboons or something like that.
yeah. Anyway,
So
There'll be some viral moments this weekend.
yeah. I mean, look, I guess we should start off some picks. I mean,
Might as
You know,
well.
I have a before we get into it, I have a question. It's not live related, but it's live player related. Do you think Carlos Ortiz and Abraham Answer are pissed that they're missing this event?
I
It's their home tournament. It's their home country. It's their
mean,
open.
they should, but I don't know. I mean, dude, if you're getting paid that much money to play golf, I mean, they don't give a fuck. What I mean, I don't think they care. Well, anyway, they get to play at El Camaleon. They
Yeah,
have
yeah,
that course now. It's like a
that's true.
shame. They stole it from the PGA Tour.
Yeah, that is true.
So, I mean, honestly, I would say no. I don't think they care too much. Coop?
I agree. I think it's they're making so much money anyway. And also I would say though the WGC Mexico championship too is up there as well.
I think
Right. Yeah.
that they are. I mean, obviously, money aside, I think that it does mean a lot to players because we know how much the Zozo means to Hideki, Ryo Ishikawa, players like that. They're playing for their home country. They're playing in their. I mean, same thing when we go overseas in the DP World Tour and they play the Scottish Open, the Irish Open, stuff like that. Shane
Nick
Lowry,
Taylor at Canadian Open.
Canadian Open. You know how much the Irish Open means to Rory, how much it means to Shane Lowry. So I think that it does. I wonder though. I mean, I was thinking about that today. A bunch of guys from Mexico. I know there's probably another couple players on Live that are from Mexico that it definitely probably does bother them a little bit. I know they're making a lot of money, but maybe just for their.
I'm looking at the field right now. There's not many Mexican guys in the field. I only see Isidro Benitez and a amateur too, who's Jose Cristobal Islas.
Islas, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of shocking. Still, it's a great field, especially too for a wraparound event.
It is interesting too. The two best players from Mexico went to Live. All the Canadian guys stayed. It's just random. They didn't go to Live. I mean, Mackenzie Hughes, Nick Taylor, Corey Connors, a bunch of those guys. Random thought. I mean, I don't know. It makes me wonder. I guess it depends on the player. Like if their home tournament, if their home country open means more to them than going to Live. But I mean, it's a lot of money, so I don't blame them for saying no. But there's what it is. Let's get into some picks. I know that was a random question, but just a thought that popped up in my head.
Yeah. I'm going to start my DFL. I'm going Eric Van Rooyen. Dude. I mean, dude, he hasn't been playing well. He played terribly this past season. I don't know what's going on with him, but I'm going with him. I think he's.
Do you remember Eric Van Rooyen at the PGA? It was probably 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago, on the 17th or 16th hole when he took his club and he broke the tee marker in half. And then it almost hit his caddy or something. And then he had to apologize. Yeah, that's what I think of when I think of Eric Van Rooyen, besides the mustache and the jogger.
I was gonna say the mustache is
the joggers is what I think. Yeah, good pick. I'll go into mine. I actually got a little story about my DFL. So this was I think 2012 Quicken Loans National, 18T National, whatever the DC tournament was by then. My brother and I were standing in line at the driving range, guys signing autographs after rounds and everything. And this guy comes over to us. We don't have anything for him to sign. We didn't really come prepared. And my brother asked him, "Hey, can you just sign my pants?" And he just said no, straight up no. So I kind of got a little beef with this guy, I guess. Ryo Ishikawa is my DFL.
Oh, yeah.
The field?
Yeah, he is. But I got his autograph, 2014 Barclays.
How was he in the field? Oh, I know how he's in the field. He finished T4 at Zozo.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Wow. I like Rio, bro. I root for him. What a
Yeah,
great
I agree. He's a cool
on an
dude.
Asian tour event. I mean, to be fair, who the hell wants to sign your pants, bro? That's weird as hell.
Far funny. I think it just caught him off guard. I don't know. I don't
But
know.
Rio won an Asian tour event when he was what, 15 or 16 years old, was supposed to be Hideki Matsuyama before Hideki Matsuyama. There was so much pressure on him. I root for that guy. I'm rooting for a career resurgence from Rio. I know it was
Same.
great. It was his best finish in like 10 years last
Yeah,
week.
literally.
2 weeks ago was
Right.
over. So I mean,
Yeah, and I pick him DFL. He's gonna end up being top 10. So
but
Drew,
whatever.
who do you have?
So we don't
Michael
even need to you just
Michael
skip. I mean, just skip.
Michael Gligic. See, I was between I was between Michael Gligic and Dylan Fratelli because Dylan Fratelli's been
That's
playing
right.
He's
awful.
also playing bad too.
So, but I'll stick with my gut, Michael Gligic.
Also wears joggers too.
Yes,
Who?
also
Fratelli.
Yeah.
no does
I think so.
no, I don't think so. I know Gligic maybe does sometimes, but I don't know about Fratelli.
Bligic wears joggers?
I don't know.
Actually, he might.
Someone would have to fact check. I don't know.
He actually might.
All right, dark.
I know he wears the long sleeve compressions under his shirt too. That's the
Yeah,
that's the,
yeah.
I
That's
wonder if
what
he's
he's
gonna do
doing.
that in the Mexico heat. I doubt it though. That'll be funny. All right, Paul, dark horse.
Yeah, dude, this is a guy who loves playing in Mexico, loves the wraparound season as of late. I mean, I don't know if you call him a dark horse guy, but I mean, I think at this point in his career, he is. Matt
No
Kuchar.
way. Oh my God, you took my pick, bro.
Did I really?
That is scary. I was literally.
Did you see it coming?
Yes, because you said late in his career. I don't know if we really call him a dark horse. I'm thinking on the top of my head, I was like, how am I going to make this out to be a dark horse, bro? Oh my God, that's crazy.
Sorry, bud.
He is playing great, dude. He's playing great golf.
He's
Cooch,
been
man.
He's been so consistent throughout his whole career. I mean, almost getting that British in that battle with Jordan Spieth back at Birkdale.
Yeah.
He's gonna go down as probably one of the best players and never won a major if he doesn't get one towards the end of his career. He's awesome. He obviously the fans love him. That's a good pick. I like it. I like it a lot. So by the way, I missed another Mexican guy. Roberto Diaz is also playing.
Hey, Roberto Diaz.
Yeah, yeah, hope he plays well. Hope he plays well in his home country. My dark horse, another guy who has played relatively well throughout his career. Another guy who's a little bit older, but has a major under his belt. And he's always popped up in T20s, top 10s throughout his career, and also pretty recent too. I'm gonna pick Stuart Sink.
I thought you were gonna say Jimmy Walker.
I thought he was gonna say Jason Duffner.
He's also been up and down too.
Stewie's great. That's a good pick. I wonder if his wife's on the bag this week. But I'm gonna go with Chesson Hadley, a guy who I feel plays well.
Jangles, baby.
I like him too. I like him a lot too.
Finger snap. Jangles. Chesson Hadley, give me him for dark horse.
I like that a lot. What are we, a lock top 10s? Who's ready to do theirs? I'm stumped on mine. I'm kind of like between two guys.
I'll go ahead and give mine so you don't steal mine. A guy who's playing great golf to start the year and probably won't win. It always feels like he should win, but he never does. Bo Hostler, lock top 10.
Like it. Like it, really rounding up in the form too. He had a very up and down year this past year. But yeah, really coming into shape now, which I appreciate too, because looking back, he was kind of like a Michael Block story, one of those majors back at the Olympic Club back in 2011, that U.S. Open, where he was an amateur in the lead, which is just shocking. And then obviously, I think the moment came to him and didn't finish too well. But that was a cool story to see for those first couple days back out there. I'll go. This guy also, he's he's played incredibly well to start this wraparound year. Was in that 5-way playoff earlier in the year. At was it the Shriners? No, man, I'm already blanking on the tournaments. But
It was
give me
Sanderson.
Sanderson. Give me Henrik Norlander.
Yeah, I like it. That's a great pick. Yeah, I am gonna go with someone who had a pretty decent season last year. I'm not sure how he's done in the wraparound season. I don't think it's been great, but I have a hunch that this guy's gonna start turning on the Jets. The German, Steven Yeager.
Hmm.
He likes playing wraparound events. I mean, he's good in the alternate fields. Give me him for a lock top 10.
I like it.
All right, Drewby.
A big fat winner. Who wants to start?
I am not going first.
Okay. I mean, I can I've got mine, but I don't know
Go ahead.
if you wanted to go.
Someone else go. I'm saving the best for last.
Okay.
Well, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. Well, this is a guy who, just pretty much came out on the scene, played great in the Ryder Cup for the most part. Played great. Another guy who played well in the Sanderson was in that playoff.
Ludwig.
Give me Ludwig Aubert.
You
Ludwig
piece
Aubert.
of shit. That was my pick.
Was it really?
Yep, he was my pick. He's gonna get a win soon.
Yeah, that's how I'm thinking.
He's bound to get one. If not this week, it's gonna be early next year. And I also predicted he's gonna win a major within the next 3 years.
100%.
He's very, 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 very good.
What a group he has. Him, Ryo Ishikawa, and Chris Goddard.
Yeah, I saw that.
Damn.
I think he's gonna fucking tear up the field.
Wanted him. All right. I was gonna do
Sorry, Coop. I'm just robbing people today, dude.
I was going double sweep. That was
Throwing
weird.
hits.
All right. I'll take one off the board here. I doubt you're gonna pick him, Drew, but you know what? He's been around early days. Maybe he comes through. I'm gonna take a risk on him. Troy Merritt.
Oh, yeah. Dude, that's a player we never pick, but we should. I feel like he's always a guy who's pretty much a lock top 25, but he could easily be in top 10 every other week, and just no one will realize.
Mm-hmm.
This is really absurdly random. Okay. I saw him on ESPN Plus PGA Tour Live coverage because he was in a group close to Lexi at Shriners. And I saw him hole a chip or a bunker shot. It's really random. Don't know how he's in the field, to be honest. He's been getting into a good amount of events. Isaiah Salinda is going to win this week.
Wow.
It's extremely random, but I saw his name and I didn't want to scroll by it, and that's who I'm picking. And if he wins, I mean, Jesus, that would be incredible. But yeah, that's
that literally would be the greatest call of all time, I think.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens.
That would go down in the history of calls. Right there. Dude, you want to toss $5 out there, and you'd probably win 500.
Yeah, we wouldn't
check
even
the odds on that one.
We wouldn't even have to start the point system. I'd win. We don't even have to do it if I pick that.
We might have to just end the podcast as a whole right there.
Yeah. We're done if I get that right.
That would be ridiculous.
Isaiah Salinda. Wow. Where's he from again?
He's American.
Oh, he is. Okay.
Just a couple of guys to throw out there. Where do you think they'll finish? Akshay Bhatia.
I think T16, T15, yeah, something like that.
I think that's a top 10. I was looking at him, Sam Ryder, and Zach Blair for my winner, so I think he's a top 10.
Yeah, okay. I was thinking him for a winner as well. Obviously one out in Napa earlier.
What about?
Sorry.
Continue a name that I also scrolled by that is the same time as Salinda, but on the other side. Preston Summerhays. So you think he makes the cut?
Oh.
Yes, I do. I do.
This is his 4th or 5th tour event.
Yeah, I do.
I mean, it's crazy how many he's played. Let's see. I think it's got to be his fourth.
I think he made the cut in his last one too. So
Yeah, this is his fourth event. He's played in 6 career events. He's played
there
in
you
3
go.
events this year. Jesus, that's crazy. Wow.
I think he's making this cut. I don't know. I mean, finish wise, I mean, look, I'm gonna go like T38.
Well, I know we're running out of time here. I know Coop wants to mention a couple of other names, but you can. But I want each of you to give me a winner for the Timber Tech Championship, my local Champions Tour event that I will be attending on Friday. Broken Sound Old Course, played junior golf there. They just redid it. Great golf course.
What course?
What'd you say?
What course is it?
Broken Sound, the old course of Broken Sound.
Uh,
I'd love to hear what your winner is for the Timber Tech Championship, formerly known as the Allianz or the Boca Raton Championship. Great tournament, childhood tournament, the mini Honda as we call it. But I can go ahead and give my pick for that. Just randomly. Scott Perel is going to win that event. That's who I'm going with.
All right. I'm gonna go with Alex Chaka.
Good one.
Ooh, that's a good one. Give me Ye Yang.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. By the way, mistake earlier. Actually won the Barracuda. My mistake there.
Who?
Akshay Patia.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, my bad there. Yeah, give me Patrick Harrington in the final group.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching that. I grew up watching DP World Tour before it was known as the European Tour. I mean, before when it was known as the European Tour, I woke up watching this on weekends. Tongchai Jaidi is a guy that I just always watched on the European Tour with his colored wood shafts and
all time.
Such a good putter. He's putted with the coolest Scotty Camerons ever. So I'm looking forward to watching him not miss a fairway. It's always a great tournament. I mean, what's great about it is, I mean, obviously Padraig hits the ball far, but there are plenty of guys out there that really do not hit the ball far, but their short game is just incredible, most of them. I mean, it's so fun to watch, and there's not that many people that go.
Is Strike in the field?
I don't think so. I actually think that Stricker already clinched the championship, like their season-long race, the Charles Schwab Cup. So I don't even think they're playing for anything. They're just playing for like the purses of each of these playoff events. I think Stricker is so far ahead in the point standings that he's already clinched the overall championship.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
That'll be fun. You didn't tell me that you're going to that.
Go every year.
Six wins in 16 events this year for Stricker. That's incredible. That's
he right before he turned 50, everyone's like, oh, he's gonna fucking rule the Champs Tour. I mean, him, Padraig, Jim Furyk. Honestly, I thought Jim Furyk was gonna be even better than he is in the Champs Tour.
I mean, Stricker's putting mixed with like those golf courses being that long. Jeez.
I mean, just wait till like Zach Johnson gets out there. Like
exactly. Yeah. One of the greatest putters of all time, I believe. And mentioning earlier, putting him in the same realm as Kuchar,
Cooch is another one, dude. Cooch is going to be the king of the Champions Tour.
Cooch will kill that, but yeah, he's one of the best players ever to never win a major. He's always been, and he's had multiple top tens in multiple majors too.
Let me hear your 3 top players to never win a major.
For me?
Yeah, all of you.
Ooh, all right. I think you know who you want me to say.
It would be criminal if you didn't. I mean,
yeah. I'll put Stricker. I think Stricker's number 1 by far. I think that's without a question. That's the thing. Are they like done with the PGA Tour? There's going to be
doesn't matter, just in history.
Tour. Just history, huh? Put KJ Choi up there as well. I feel like he had a great PGA Tour career. Couple of wins, I think. Seem to be up there. And yes, I will put in Luke Donald as well.
I think that was a smart choice.
To that, but hey, like you said before, he won his major already, winning that Ryder Cup. So,
in a way,
you can go before me if you want, Matt.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I mean, I don't really have a particular order, but I'm gonna go Luke Donald, Zach Johnson, and I feel like it would be.
Zach
Oh, sorry,
Johnson.
not sorry. Lee Westwood and
Oh yeah, Lee.
yeah, and I think I've got to go. I think I've got to go with Strick on this one. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Stricker, Westwood, and Donald. My three.
Now
Yeah.
here's the thing, out of the top players right now who do not have a major, like the Shoffleys, the Homas, the some of the British guys as well, like Fleetwood, um oh my god.
Hovland.
Hovland's gonna win 12 majors. That's the thing. Do you think any of them would are not gonna ever win a major, you think?
The only one I question that is extremely talented because
Terrell
of
Hatton, that's it. Terrell Hatton. That was the last guy.
Tony Finau. I don't know if he could ever win a major. He should win a major. He should win a U.S. Open with how goddamn far he hits the ball, but I don't know. We'll see.
Matt?
I don't know, man. I mean,
You think Sam Burns wins a major?
yeah, I do.
He up there with that upper echelon, you think?
I mean, dude, I do. I mean, I think he's a really good player. How many wins does he have? I mean, how old is he and how many wins does he have? He can't be more than what, 27?
Yeah, he's like 27, 28. I don't know.
Yeah. And I think he already has like 4 wins at least.
The top one out of all of them, though, in my eyes, other than Victor, we're assuming Victor is going to win, is Schauffele. Xander is. I mean, I'm not saying he's not going to win, but that's a guy that like needs one badly.
Shoffley, Cantley's up there too. That just shows you just how good of players there are on tour that just haven't won a major yet. I feel like are consistently picked as winners year after year after year. So
hard. Think of how good of a putter Steve Stricker is, and he never won a major. It's crazy.
Yeah, crazy, absolutely crazy, absolutely. Yeah, well, that's a great conversation there, and that's going to be something too that we could talk about pretty much every single week, and every single major week too, because they're always going to be in the conversation. So yeah, I completely agree. Well,
another player we forgot to mention too, I think definitely deserves to be in that category or in question. I mean, is Billy Horschel.
Yep, FedEx Cup champion.
Got what, 7 wins or something like that. I mean, FedEx Cup winner, and I mean, he's been competitive for pretty much his whole career. I think he's definitely in that conversation for sure. Sneds, I think you could make a point for as well.
Yeah. And that's the thing. There's some guys you often forget they actually won a major. Like I would always put like Keegan Bradley in that too, but he won in Atlanta.
Exactly.
Years and years.
Jimmy Walker got hot for a season. He won a major.
Balti, my backyard.
Jason Duffner. I mean, it's.
But he wouldn't be in that category though.
Yeah, but he won a major. I mean, it's crazy.
No, I know, but like
it's
if
crazy
he did,
how much weight that one title holds. So.
Yeah, puts you in the immortality.
Lucas Glover,
Y.E. Yang,
Mike Weir,
Charles Schwartzel. I mean, Danny Willett.
Danny Willett.
Yeah, but he would no. I wouldn't even if Louis didn't win, I wouldn't even put Louis in that category. No other wins besides that on PGA. But,
well, that's adding on to the conversation on another day. Well, that was good talk, boys. That's Worldwide Technologies coming up this week. Going to be a fun one. Got some good picks, and obviously we will get into the point system later on. But with that, lads, that's the Back Nine Bros Pod.